Alright, try this again. I tried recording it the first time and I had volume in my ear and I just could not get with it. That shit was so difficult. Real quick, yeah, just explaining what's going on the screen. I'm playing as the HRE against another HRE player. We're both in Gold League, waiting for this damn update, Season 2 to happen. It's pretty. Age of Empire 4 is kind of dead right now, not gonna lie, because the first season just ended, and they just like were just like, all right, peace, have fun, y'all. And didn't really give nobody else any information when season 2 is coming around or nothing. They basically were just like, cool, all right, peace. Like, yeah, so a lot of people are kind of pissed. A lot of people aren't playing it right now. Understandable. I took a little break too. But yeah, you know what? Like, I'm just, this game's going in the background. I'm gonna get rid of some of this shit. I kind of keep it in cinematic mode. Yeah, there we go. Bump it. Keep it in cinematic mode. I actually do not like that because I can't click around the map. So yeah, we'll just talk about. I'm gonna talk about something different today. Just something that kind of been I talk about in my personal life a lot, and I don't really talk about. I mean, I really don't talk about anything that's kind of like on a different level of video, other than video games on this channel, which is really like mainly what I do in this channel. Well, any of my channels ever made all about video games in some type of way. But like, but actually, I actually talk about a lot of shit other than video games on a regular. But if you will hear some stuff in the background, it's 4th of July, and a lot of people lighting off fireworks. But today I want to talk about, for the most part, just like finding your niche. And really, when I say niche, I mean like something that's unique to you. Like find something that you enjoy. Most likely, solo. Something you can do dolo. It's something that you ain't got be around a crowd of people to do, and that you genuinely enjoy, and that you see advancement in. That I really feel like a lot of people like that. A lot of people just do things that I feel like they feel other people has confirmed is cool or like enjoyable. So they just kind of, I think, you look at this right here. This really upsets me. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit, but yeah, like I had all these sheep and I literally just passed by these 3 beautiful sheep. I think I'll come back and get them later, but still, that's just ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, find your niche, because I realized that I actually, for the first time, really, within the first, like, I don't know, probably like 7, 8, 9 months, I don't know how long I started playing this game. But I really have found my niche. That's like, and like, that's weird because when I think back, it has honestly, like, I don't know, use the word inspired sounds kind of dramatic, but it like has honestly pushed me to do a lot of things that I usually don't do. Like, and it's goofy. I'm not like one of these dudes be like, no, Age of Empire saved my life. Like, no, it's really not that serious. Like, in the end of the day, it's still a video game, but somehow this game has like showed me that anything you do pretty much in life, like no matter what it is, from the smallest, goofiest things, like really big projects or whatever, or really big things you aspire to get better at, if you just remain, doing it on a consistent level, you will naturally get better. Like, for example, like this game, when I first started playing Age of Empire, and I'm not good. I mean, I'm Gold League, which is like pretty, like, even though people say, oh yeah, you're not a real Gold League, the update made you were bronze and became gold, like, just because of the update. Possible, who knows? I still could probably suck, but I've noticed from my own gameplay, watching it back and watching my videos and stuff, that I have gotten a lot better at this game. Let's say, for example, compared to how I was in December. In December, when I first started playing this game, keep in mind, this is my first RTS game ever. It's my first RTS game ever played. Competitively, online? No, man. I played like Halo and Call of Duty, and I played, actually, I private a lot of my old videos, but when this channel first, when I first made this channel, it was, my name was, shit. Because it wasn't Sir Neville's forever. It was like a racist name. Can't remember. Musty Moon Cricket. Wow, that's crazy how long it's been Sir Neville's. I forgot my old name. My name's be Musty Moon Cricket, which is, people don't know, it's a very offensive name, depending on who you're talking to. Moon Cricket used to be like, that's what they call runaway slaves back in the day. Goofy name, I always had a goofy name. Before that, it was Krusty the Coon. Stupid names, but I played all types of games, mainly story-driven games. Like, I played only story-driven games for the most part. I'll pop in and watch a multiplayer game every now and then. You know, maybe I play a little bit of Gears, maybe a Call of Duty, but for the most part, you never saw me playing an RTS on my channel. Like, I just never found any type of entertainment. And like RTSs, I mean, strategy games really were never my thing. Not gonna lie. And I told you, one day I just randomly came across this game, and it kind of activated something different in me. Not trying to sound dramatic, but it piqued a new interest in me. Where like a game where like I play a lot of games where I had a podcast running in the background, or I had something going in the background while I play, and I would kind of like zone out and just play it. Like, you know, story-driven games, I wouldn't zone out heavy, but I zone out to the point where like I'm not like 100% in it. You know, I'm kind of just like listening to the podcast halfway while listening to why is the scout not moving that? Always, that's like a pet peeve of mine. Look at this scout. That's bad micro on my part. Bad micro. Anyway, okay, now he's moving. Oh, no, I'm getting those sheep too that I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I will play games kind of brain dead. Where I realized in this game right here, Age of Empire, you really can't do that if you want to be like consistently decent at the game. Like for example, like the last games I played tonight, I put on a little bit of background music, you know, had my phone charger, and like I legitimately just like dived in 100% to the game. And I noticed that my gameplay, like this is one of the games right here, which isn't like good gameplay, but I had like strategy going in. Like I actually was using my head. Where like, you know, a lot of games in the past, I really didn't need to do that. I really kind of just like Call of Duty. I can literally just play Call of Duty, like, you know, multiplayer. I can really play a podcast, music in the background, loud ass background, talking to somebody on the phone, whatever the case might be. But this game is that like I started off trash. Like I said, I'm still not good now compared to like some people out here are literally fucking insane at this game. It's really ridiculous. But like for me being so new to the genre, I've gotten way better. I'm talking about like, you know, if you watching my old videos, like if you watching the first video I made, like, you know, I had like freaking like 40 villagers and I was like done. Like I stopped making villagers, get a bigger army. So my economy sucked. Like, I didn't even get the concept of that. But watch me now, like I'm just doing different things. I'm looking at this gameplay, you know, I'm making stables. You know, stables, I got them because I'm trying to get the relics on the map. It's HRE, you need relics. And a lot of times your opponent, especially if they're also HRE and they also want relics, there's only actually this map have 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the map only has 5 relics. So it's an uneven amount. So one person's going to have more than the other. So usually your opponent's going to deny you those relics. So, you know, what I did, I had my little horsemen going. These horsemen, when I start making them, I start sending them to the relics with my prelates to protect my prelates. Like, it's just strategy you kind of figure out as you're playing throughout the game. Before, I would never thought about that. When I first started playing this game, I didn't even know what the fuck the relics were. I didn't know what was going on. I would always go Burgrave, you know, Burger Palace, I think they call it. And I would just spam out men at arms with like no type of strategy at all. My mind work, my Relics, not Relics Cathedral. What else is them? Yeah, Aachen Chapel. I can't think of the name for a minute. But that should be over here in the forest somewhere. Like, no strategy. I just did anything. Well, I used to thinking about that when I played video games. But anyway, so what I'm trying to make is that like playing this game and getting better at it has showed me that like anything you kind of stay consistent with, you'll get better at. I mean, you'll just get better. Like, for example, like from playing this game, it inspired me to kind of start going to the gym. And like, you know, I've been on stream before. I mean, I've been on camera on stream before. Like, you know, don't take much for you to see how I look. But I'm like a really skinny person. Like, I'm a skinny guy. I'm like, you know, I'm tall and skinny. I'm like 6 foot and I weigh like 145 pounds. Like, I'm fucking skinny. But, you know, and I've been always traditionally weak. Like, I've always been like, ever since I was fucking high school, I was a bitch. Like, I was fucking weak. Oh, you see what I'm talking about here? See, my prelate is moving up with these horsemen? Even though I kind of leave him with these horsemen. Stupid. But anyway, I should bring him back. Yeah, see, I was kind of micro a little bit here. I'm probably, I was still kind of bad. He just said, this guy trying to deny my prelate. And look at me, he didn't realize I had horsemen on the field already. So I'm going to get this prelate to go around here and get that horseman chopped the fuck up. He did not put enough. Boom. Prelate safe. He's going to the destination. And I think I got this one right on his way. And I got this one right there too. Well, I got the horseman already waiting for the next one. Okay, off topic. Let's get back on topic here. But the point I'm trying to make is that you know, anything that you stick at, you will be pretty decent. You know, you won't be like, you know, you won't stay bad at it forever. Because listen, when I first start working out, like, actually say before I start working out, let's say day one, I'm take a little sip of this water because I'm talking like a lot. Shut up, bruh. Shut up. It's fucking delicious. H2O. But yeah, like, I can do a fucking push-up. I cannot do a single push-up. I do like what they call girl push-ups, like modified push-ups. Dude, that's all I could do. I mean, I could do maybe like 6 of those, maybe 6 of the modified push-ups. Like, my chest was so unbelievably weak. My chest was so weak. I just couldn't, like, my body just could not sustain that. Like, it was too much for me. So with that being said, you know, I started going to the gym. I've been going probably like pretty consistently since about like April. And like now I can do about like 12 push-ups. And that sounds goofy. I know motherfuckers there like, motherfucking 12 push-ups, pussy. I can do fucking 30 of them while I'm sleeping, bitch. Like, whatever. That's cool. Like, you know, but like that's like an accomplishment for me because I started, and that's just within like a couple months, you know, and it just shows like, that shows me that like anything you kind of stick with, you'll be pretty deep. You'll get better at it. Like, you know, don't quit. It's not no like motivational video. I mean, you can maybe look at it that way. No one's gonna listen to it. It's kind of just talking, rambling over some gameplay. But you know, anything that you stick with, you'll be decent. Side note, back to the game. This really pissed me off. I had a villager. This is something I did probably. I had a villager supposed to come over here and block off. Like, I was gonna basically let the enemy just come at me straight up. And I was gonna block off all the choke points, like all like the little, like, you know, backwards. You got people can come and, like, you know, hit your economy from the back. Pause, maybe. And so this village is doing it, and I thought I sent him over here to do this one, and he never did. So you'll see that comes a problem later in the game. But back to the conversation at hand. Like, you know, I just progressed, you know, and like, you know, and as goofy as it sounds, I kind of motivated myself to start doing things I may not be good at, just stick with them because of Age of Empire. Like, you know, not saying that this game itself has taught me, but just being really bad at something and showing that if you stay doing it, even if you're brand new to it, you can eventually get decent. And I've kind of applied that to like everything in life, and it's kind of made me obsessed with progression in a way. You know, like, in a way, I've become kind of obsessed with progression. Like, you know, me, I'm the type of person now where, you know, if I'm not like, you know, if there's nothing I can get better at, I kind of lose interest. Like, or nothing that like makes me, and I'm not trying to sound like that motherfucker where like, it's like, you know, everything's serious. Like, bro, don't waste your fucking time. You know, do like anything. Like, I think we get a lot of satisfaction. You know, something releases in our brain. I'm not a scientist. I don't know exactly what it's called. But something releases in our brain that really makes us feel good off progress. Like, we do something, we work at it, and then we get better at it. And I think something in our brain makes us better. Makes us, like, really satisfies us. I think people love going to the gym. Because, believe it or not, I never understood how people can love going to the gym. I know people who like, dude, they would fucking go to the gym all boo-boo stomach, throwing up in the fucking lot. They will make sure they make it to the gym no matter what. Like, I know people, that's their biggest concern. They're like, oh, well, what's up with this fucking gym? Like, all right, well, I need to go to the fucking gym. I need to go to the fucking gym. I was trying to do a little raid on this base, by the way, and didn't really work out. But yeah, I got me a little army mask up here. I'm kind of switching back to what I'm talking about in the gameplay. But yeah, they fucked me up. I tried going there to raid his stuff. Yeah, he had people out over here, and I pretty much did nothing. He brought his whole army back over. I was not expecting that. But yeah, by my army's masked up over here, I'm cool with that. Yeah, there's fireworks in the background blowing off pretty heavy. But yeah, damn, lost my train of thought now. See, this is why I have ADHD. But point I'm trying to make is, like, I never understood why people went to the gym. I never understood why people loved it so much until I realized that I could do 12 push-ups now. You know, like, I realized, holy shit, if you stick to the gym or stick to anything, you just naturally get better. Like you naturally want to get better. You see the progress, and that is pretty satisfying in itself, right there. And you realize, holy shit, if I keep doing it, I better do 20 push-ups, 25 push-ups, 30 push-ups eventually. I get on the bench. Probably the weakest part of my body is probably my legs, and then after that it's probably my chest. Bird chest, ass nigga. But yeah, like I'm just gonna be real, it's probably my chest. And I get on the bench and I'm fucking struggling. And a lot of times, we go in there and we see motherfuckers putting up like 3-4 plates. Plates, by the way, equal just comparison or translation. Plates is just like the biggest, well, not really the biggest, but like really big, the big circular plates on top of like bench. Like that's like the heaviest plate traditionally in the gym. They got 100-pound fucking like prison gym plates, but like for the most part, 45 is the heaviest you don't get in the gym. So like motherfucker put on like, which blows my mind. Like dudes be putting on like 3-4 plates, and you'll be like, that shit's heavy as fuck. You give it a little trial lift, and you'll be like, this shit is heavy. Motherfuckers sitting there and just lifting that with their chest. Like some strong motherfuckers out here. But it just shows you that like eventually, bro, you stick to it. Everybody starts somewhere. I mean, maybe I'm not like genetically gifted. Like some people be good genetics. They'll bust out a plate, a couple plates within like a month or two of going there, because they're just naturally strong as hell. So with that being said, but like even me, I stick to it. I put on muscle. Eventually, I'll be able to put on a plate, maybe a plate and a quarter. That's 25 pounds. Maybe a plate and a quarter, and maybe a plate and 35. I don't know what we call it 35, but we'll just call it 35. But maybe, and then eventually maybe 2 plates. Like the subtle progression is beautiful. It's fucking amazing. And I get a lot of people go to the gym, and that's why I say like the whole moral of the whole video is just find your niche. It might not always it might suck finding one. You don't know what it might be, but I kind of think that right there, like. Everyone pretty much tells you like to be successful in life, like success is not subjective. It is, but they make it seem like it isn't. When I say I'll say probably society. They make it seem like it's not subjective. Like if you're not making money and you're not like, got foreign whips, and you're not, like they measure success always on a monetary value. Like it's gotta be measured through how much you make, and that shows you how successful you are. Also, I tried Ratings Village again, very unsuccessful. Get my shit clapped. Like he had his whole army. I was like, oh shit, I forgot his whole army over here still. I thought he would be out more, but he kind of was at home a lot. And I got these villas here, getting these berry bushes, which is actually not the most efficient way. But I'm still massing my army up right here. So it's not the most entertaining game, but it's decent. Spoiler, I end up winning it. You'll see how it ends. But yeah, that's how they'll measure success. I call something that's really funny with my generation. I'm 26. I'm not like old, but I'm not like super young. But like very funny in my generation is that how much we look down on working a LLC Twitter. Like LLC Twitter is like very big on just like owning your own business, and don't work for anybody, don't punch somebody else's clock, don't help another man build his empire. Like go out and get it yourself. I might go really bad because that nigga knows about to fuck up my entire army. I realized that the bitch was over there going crazy. But yeah, don't help another man build his empire. Work for yourself, be a boss. Don't be a sheep, be a wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how we look at things. And not saying nothing's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with owning your own business and everything, and doing, if that's what you are, that's your calling. If your niche, I won't call it a niche, it's very popular, it's very mainstream, but if something you love to do is make money and you love to work, that's what's up for you. But I think we actually kind of get a lot of people, we set them up for failure. We make them feel like that's how only way you succeed is by owning your own business. So a lot of people who don't have that drive and who aren't passionate about working, because it's the biggest myth they'll tell you is if you own your business, you're working less, which is a fucking 100% false. You work more. You work around the clock. You're literally, when you own your own business, because you have the most pressure on you. Like, it makes no sense. Like, you don't punch out when you own your own business. I mean, because you don't want to say a bitch come under. So you're always thinking about it. It's always on your membrane. I wonder if I'm gonna kill this goddamn wolf, dude. Like, what am I doing? Dude, it's over here fucking up. He's literally over here just destroying my economy. I'm not paying attention. Oh, there we go, bitch ass fucking wolf. Anyway, yeah, so I'm saying, like, so basically my point I'm trying to make is that, like, you really should just find something out there that actually brings you happiness, not what someone has pretty much convinced you will make you happy. You should be happy with something. Why not bring this monk? Like, when I look back at this game, I'd be like, why did not I bring this prelate over here to capture a sacred site? It makes no sense. I'm sitting over here just for no reason, not capturing it. Still not doing nothing. But, like, you should never, basically have someone tell you what makes you happy, because that's something I thought at a certain point would make me happy. Making a lot of money, this job that I have, I make decent money. It's not the worst. By no means rich. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm still up. Not it. But by no means rich, but, like, making decent money. And they basically tell you, like, you're making, like, I don't know if they tell you that, but they kind of give this, this impression of that if you're making good money, you always be happy, which is not true. I mean, because after a while, money, loses value. Anything you have a lot of loses value eventually. That's why it's good to find a passion, or, like I say, find your niche. Find something that, like, maybe not, maybe doesn't traditionally make people happy, or, like, popular, make people happy, but something that is unique to yourself that makes you happy. And like I said, my niche that I found, one of them at least for sure, is this game. Like, I've found, and not even just game, like just the real-time strategy in general. It's very hard to balance multiple, because I downloaded StarCraft 2, and that game is just, I'm so far behind. I think I may waste my time in trying to play that, even trying to get, like, decent at it. So I really, like, this game is just, it's newer, so really, everybody's trying to get a fresh start on it. So that's probably why I'm so heavy into this. Even Agent Pack 2 wanted to play that, but that game's been out for, like, over a decade, and everyone in that game is super good. Like, super good. It's like a whole meta in that game I'm too late. I'm so far behind. I have to, like, literally, it's taken me, like, freaking 12 years to get even decent at it, I feel like. But with that being said, never be embarrassed with what you have going on. When I mean niche, I mean, like, maybe not something that's, like, is proven to be, like, not say just go out there and find something that's not popular and just, like, oh yeah, not make yourself love it or whatever. But it's fine. What I mean, like, for example, like, if you literally love seeing, like, a lot of money in your account, that literally brings you the most happiness. Like, for whatever reason, maybe it's legacy or whatever the case might be. You just like living comfortable. You just like seeing your progress measured in, substantial amount of money. Like, whatever the case might be. Then fuck that, bro. Hell yeah. Make that your everyday, like, everyday get up, grind. You know what I'm saying? Learn about any way of making money, like the current day ways of how money has evolved. Have money, have money work for you eventually. Get that pipeline income going. Get multiple, revenue streams. Learn about crypto and, you know what I'm saying? Learn about how getting a real estate game. Like, do whatever you got to do to make that money, because that's what you love to do. But if you aren't really, like, if you aren't obsessed with working, I don't say obsessed, if you aren't passionate about working and you aren't passionate about building a legacy and all the other things, then, like, don't make that, like, your biggest, like, your biggest goal. Like, making money. Of course, be able to support yourself, but don't think that because you're not making a shit ton of money that you're not successful in life. Because if you ask me, I realized about myself. Like, at a certain point in time, I was thinking back, like, man, I go back to school. I got to figure out, if you hear that background, probably fireworks. I go back to school. I got to figure out a way to, like, better myself and make money and blah, 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 this and blah, blah, that. And I was convinced that, like, I have to make money to be happy. Like, I have to make a lot of money to make a woman happy or just make myself happy. And, sometimes the case, but you do want to be stable. But you also do not have to freak out about how much money you make, because I feel like the biggest thing that brings you happiness is having a passion and getting better at things through progression. You know, if it's something like, if it's reading, if you make your niche reading books, reading multiple books, like, I think that's great because you can actually measure, how you get better. You get better at reading. You get better at reading. If the more books you read, the better you get at reading, which I'm starting to pick up as a hobby before I go to bed. I know I'm fucking an old man. Where's my goddamn warm milk? And, freaking, I don't know, dude, what old people eat? Freaking saltine crackers before I go to bed and tomato soup. I think it's part where I say this got rating because I didn't finish this. It really pissed me off. But yeah, it's not about being old or lame or, like I said, like, it's 4th of July. A lot of people, 4th of July is on a Monday this year. But, like, this weekend, it was pretty busting on these streets. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts were out. But, me, I just chilled inside. Because, really, not trying to sound like a cornball, but, like, really, just, there's really not much progress to be made out there, that day. I really just kind of want to sit inside and just, even I want to catch up on some sleep, actually, which sounds dumb. Like, oh, bro, you really talking about, grinding and, progressing and you're fucking sleeping. But I want to get, like, my rest caught up because when I'm fucking super tired, then I really don't make no progress, really, at all, in any type of subject, any type of category. I have no progress. But like I said, you really do, like, you really want to find something that you can measure how much better you are, how much better you've gotten at it, really. And like I said, it could be anything. It could be cooking, which eventually I want to become a better cook, because my brother, he was over here not so long ago. His power went on. He was kicking at the crib, and dude, he made us some, like, bomb ass fettuccine. I was like, bro, when the hell you learn how to cook so good? And this motherfucker was not a cook like that. I was like, when the fuck? When did you learn how to cook so good? And he kind of was like, yeah, bro, just kind of just doing it. And that shows you right there, like, the more you cook, the better you get at cooking. Just anything in life. The better you are at it, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Just really just facts. Like I said, my weak ass couldn't even do, I don't know. I hate idle. What am I doing, dude? Ugh. Do something with these freaking villagers, you idiot. Oh, yeah, they're about to attack them, too. I think I figured out last minute. Right as they attack them, I think I run away with them. Nope. A lot of them died. I'm not paying attention. This is something, like, see, I'm not great at this game. It's something that I gotta improve on. I will get better. What do they? I think they all die. Yep, they all die. My food's going pretty good. Yeah, see, that's a pretty bad one. I probably should put a tower up right there. Something I'll learn looking back at this game. Put some towers up so my villagers can garrison up right there. If I'm about to have a pocket code, put some towers up. Keep my villagers safe. Don't be an idiot. Anyway, like I said, you want to get. By the way, back to the game real quick. I don't know. This guy made like freaking 1,000 scouts. I do not understand why he did this. Like, his army was like super weird. Like, he had a bunch of sprinkles, which is okay, makes sense. Take out my culverins, which my culverins look better, but he had a culverin too. But he's got a really mixed bag of, like, he had the weirdest. I don't know how really, like, how much gold. Like, he probably was a bronze player before he hit gold, and because this siege is like so all over the place. His whole army is just. Let me see this real quick. He's got, like, look how, like, dude, he really just fucking just ran his finger across the entire keyboard and just, like, vomit out every unit he can make. So it's very out of this world. It's all over the place. Hopefully these guys. Okay, I think I start getting my economy together because I got 600 villagers. I don't like how I have higher economy in my military too. That's really not usually the goal. But anyway, back to what I'm talking about. Like I said, like, I think humans really do get satisfaction out of progression. And something that actually brought me a lot of satisfaction is progressing, no matter what it is. Like, I get satisfied off progressing off of this fucking RTS game because I knew what I was like before I started, getting big into it, and now I see, how far I've come. And it's not crazy far, but it just shows you, like, from day one, like, dude, you just play it, you'll get better, like, naturally, like, almost like without you even really trying 100% to get better. You'll get better. You'll get better mechanics. You'll just get it. You'll get a better mind for the game because you can actually start competing against people who might have been playing this game longer than you, most likely, honestly, or this genre of games. But like I said, I mean, really, whole moral of the story is just like, don't let people tell you what makes you happy. I know I kind of want to ramble, and I probably should wrote something down. Make this more of a like, concise, argument. I'm kind of just fucking talking. Have my, my ducks in a line a little bit more. But like I said, moral of the story is, no matter what you're doing, if you seeing progress, who gives a shit? Because a lot of times, so I don't think I'm not rich. I'm not like broke. So like I don't think that's an accurate statement. But I realize that like a lot of people feel pressure to make a lot of money, and because that brings them value in life. And if that's what your passion is, then hey, nothing wrong with that. You gotta have a passion. But but at the same time, if you're not passionate about making money, then I don't think you should stress out about how much money you make, because in due time, if you can make decent money and be good with money and end up having more money, say that somebody makes a lot of money, and I'm not talking like I don't want to make a lot of money, or I don't, fall into the category of wasting money, because I waste a lot of money. Believe me, I've wasted a lot of money in my life on stupid shit, shoes, clothes, all the above. Dude, I'm not playing this game well. I realize all these idle villagers, or maybe I actually did do a little decent. I think I got them going over here, but like, yeah, I've wasted plenty of money in life. Probably just, because I have my things. I love shoes. Like, look at this shit though. Why do you have so many fucking scouts come at me? Maybe I'm gonna get visual where I'm at. I think use the scouts to like get visual, be able to see where I was at. Use those scouts to be able to see my siege. But I think at this point, man, there was really nothing to do to turn back, because I kept these culverins straight the whole time. These culverins are like basically in perfect health. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to like, keep talking at least while this whole game plays out. Like the game, yeah, dude, this guy was doing weird shit. Why the fuck you have traders coming out here? I think he had traders to like get visuals. Yeah, he used traders, I think, to get a visual of this culverin, which is like it's clever, but at the same time, now he's got out fucking hand cannoneers. Like he had every single unit you can make on this fucking civilization. Look at this shit. Like, stick to like 3 units, man. I got knights, crossbowmen. I have a lot of gold century units because I had a lot of gold coming in, and really culverins. Like that's really what I went with. And I got a couple trebs coming in when I find room for them just to get down these freaking walls. But for the most part, I'm sticking with really these 2 units. You have too much of different units, man. Like there's really no type of big counter for me. But anyway. My military is way too big, and I like that. That military is too big. I need my economy to do a little bit better. I mean, it's not horrible, 94, but it can be better. But yeah, like I said, I mean, as goofy as it sounds, Age of Empire 4 is my niche. That's why I want this game to live. I do not want this game to die, because I'm like really into it. I mean, I'm kind of taking a little break from it because they did hold us with this freaking new season. Like, everyone thought it'd be like, like most games that kind of have seasons when they introduce it. Most games they introduced a new season. Once the first one ends, the second one's right behind it most of the time. But it's like with this game, they just said, "All right, season 1's over. We'll let you know when season 2's here." We don't even know, to tell you the truth. Like, dude, that's just so sloppy. Like, you don't want developers, man. Don't kill this game, bro. Don't kill this game. I mean, when the fuck? So where's a new civilization? That's about to be a follow-up video. That's gonna be a follow-up video, because that's a problem too. There's a fucking issue with this game right now. But we'll say that another time. But yeah, moral of the story is, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not saying this video. Moral of the story is, hey, get into what you love. Oh, look at me just panning off. I think I got a trebuchet coming in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Find something you love and you stick to it, and you make sure you get better at it. Once you get, try to stay consistent with getting better at it. And then, once you get good, try to get better at something else. And never stop growing. Never stop growing. Oh yeah, this dude was stressing. This dude had how many? 22 outer villagers. Yeah, he didn't know what the hell to do. It was all over the place. He got trade going. Yeah, he way too late for trade. I'm at your motherfucking front door, cuz. Yeah, why didn't want to take these trebuchets out? He quit. Because it's really like that keep was going down, and that's when he was like, oh shit. Yeah, I was in his base too. Yeah, he's about to fold his flag pretty quick. I know for a fact. Yeah, dude, because I was on his shit pretty heavy. You know, I'm like taking down all his siege. You know what I'm saying? Like my micro said, like see, I've gotten better at this game. Even though all those knights died, Jesus Christ. You know, I think that Keat fucked up on my knights, but I have more knights coming in. Actually, yeah, but I still can do better. Like I still got. That's why this game's also addicting to me, because it just feels like you can never not be getting better. Like you're never gonna get a peak. You're always gonna get better. You're always gonna find somebody's better than you. But yeah, won that game. You know, it wasn't the best performance. Actually, now I look back on it, but you know, it was decent. Actually, I think he had a higher score than me. Yeah, he had a higher score than me by 9, but whatever. But yeah, like I said, find your niche and watch yourself feel more satisfied as you get better at it. Try something new. Shit, try something fucking new. Something you've never really done before. And, you know, whatever it is. And just watch yourself get better, and you'll be like, shit, this is kind of fucking satisfying. That's from my experience. You know, I'm not trying to give the true happiness, like the true meaning of life. Like, I don't think that's for everybody. But, you know, I think Elon Musk said this to where he said the true meaning of happiness is like true happiness is achieved when like you basically live a life through zero expectation. So basically he's saying like true happiness is not achievable, because like who lives life with like no one expects shit out of you. You can do whatever you want and no one expects you to do anything. You know, I don't think that's really how life works. I think you gotta be, you know, people are, no matter what's gonna expect you to do something. If not, they're gonna look down on you. So that's why we feel pressure to do these things that we might not want to do, which leads us to be unhappy, which means that we'll always end up pretty unhappy in the end, or not fully happy. Find that niche, baby. And I said that word like 30 times, but find it, love it. What's the Thanos quote? Run from it. No, that makes no sense. That's like the Thanos quote. Josh Brolin, great actor. But yeah, you know, just you know, it's what time is it right now? You know, it's 4th of July, about 11 o'clock at night. I gotta take my parents to the airport at 2, so I'm really trying to find a reason to stay up. But usually I kind of get in bed by this time, get up a little earlier. Another thing too, trying to get better at waking up early. I'm not a morning person. I usually, if I could, I would sleep till like 4 in the afternoon. As goofy and irresponsible as that sounds, I could do it. I could achieve that. But I don't really like that, so I like to force myself to get up early. And I got a little break from work, a little time off, so like been kind of succeeding and failing a lot. I've been kind of waking up a little later than I want. And some days I get up early and then I'm just inconsistent with it, but I gotta work on that. Always strive to be greater than you were the day before. And I feel like you'll be pretty good in life for the most part. You know, I'm not saying it. It's a lot easier said than done, but I feel like for the most part you'll find some type of meaning of life. Just getting better and better each day. Look back a year ago and be like, holy shit, I couldn't do any push-ups. Now look at me. I can do 100. Probably not 100, but okay. You know, probably a decent amount, maybe 30. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll be buff one day. Who knows? Okay, I'm talking shit. Everyone have a beautiful life. Even though I have 30 subscribers, which I think I got 2 more. Pretty nice thing, a buddy of mine. I went to high school with you, follow me, you know, maybe that's a homie of mine. But yeah, chill ass video, chill ass night. 4th of July, Independence Day. Gotta love it. Everyone enjoy life, because life is grand. Enjoying the subtle movement, subtle progression of time. That is the meaning of life, baby. Probably not though. Okay. Beautiful people. Peace out.